awaits you! Come down and bring your honor with you!
Believe it or not, there are stories out there that respect your child's intelligence. Among the Cocomelons, Paw Patrols, and countless 6-page children's books that amount to nothing but a canvas of bright colors, there are also, if you could find them, well-written stories that teach good morals. There are bigger conflicts than whatever these guys are doing. There are a lot of stories that I can name. The Hobbit, The Chronicles of Narnia, Avatar, The Last Airbender, The Clone Wars, Frog and Toad, for God's sake. These are all stories directed at children, yet they can be enjoyed by adults. And not just 35-year-old millennial burger Disney adults who make the conscious choice not to grow up, but normal, responsible, grown-up adults. I could make a video taking a stab at why I think certain stories do this and others don't, and I just might sometime, but today I want to talk about one story in particular. Or stories, I should say. Those are the stories of Redwall. If you didn't grow up with these, then let me just be the first one to say to you, I'm sorry. Growing up, going to my local library, when my mom felt I had outgrown Captain Underpants, she grabbed a book off of the shelf that looked like this. I mean, come on. A mouse in chainmail holding a sword like it's Excalibur? That's inherently interesting. And if you think this is still lame, let me just point out that popular culture seems to have an obsession with telling the story of valiant rodents. So, if you feel that way, maybe you're the weird one. Redwall is a book series about a community of honest, hardworking people, anthropomorphic animals, who just want to lead a quiet life, working the land, taking care of each other, and eating a hearty meal 3 times a day. The books all typically follow a formula, and while you can say it's repetitive over the whole series, it's also a wildly successful series, so clearly people like the recipe. The peaceful folks of Redwall Abbey, the main area of most of the stories, are interrupted by an outside invader, typically leading an evil army. There arises a warrior with their friends who either lead the good people of Redwall to fight their enemies, or who fulfills some sort of quest that helps their character grow. This might sound silly. I mean, mice and rats and badgers fighting battles with weapons? Get real. Until you read the books and realize that they achieve a solid PG-13 level of brutality. That otter over there, he has 3 arrows in his skull. This badger, he's in a battle frenzy and just killed 20 rats with his bare claws. This character just met his former enslaver and is now beating him in revenge. Characters weep when they experience loss, and friends tackle the horrific post-traumatic shock of battle together. Yeah, these are kids' books. Now, what's important to consider is how this is all presented. I mentioned the good animals of Redwall, the protagonists in the series. They are friars, nuns, simple farmers, salt-of-the-earth folk. When conflict comes to their walls, they fight back each time with reluctance. They don't want to engage in violence, unless it's fighting over the last apple cinnamon cake, but when push comes to shove and they have to save their own hides, they take up arms against evil. Peace is always preferred, and shown to be a wonderful thing. The author, Brian Jakes, he just can't wait to write the characters eating a lavish banquet, singing songs, and enjoying the beautiful green woodlands around them. These books celebrate a quiet, peaceful life, as well as the folks who work hard to make it and keep it that way. Characters who seek out conflict are always shown in a bad light and portrayed as rash, youthful fools. Old men and women are revered as wise, people who should be listened to, their advice taken. Older characters encourage the young ones to enjoy being children because it doesn't last forever, and eventually they're not going to be able to hop around as they once did. These are all things children should learn. I want my children to learn to love peace, to hate fighting, and yet when the time comes to stand up for what is right. And I want them to respect their elders. I want them to learn to appreciate their youth and to eat what is good with a grateful heart. And the thing is, as an adult, I need to ponder these things too. It is good for me to desire a quiet life. It is good to listen to my elders and to be grateful for what I have. That's what Redwall taught me. On the surface, it's a story about rodents and bunnies with swords fighting epic battles. But beneath, there is an old wisdom of peace and respect. Read Redwall. Read Redwall to your kids. I think you'll like it. Speaking of liking, go ahead and give this video a like. Comment below if you've ever gone through the Redwall series, and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos on the literature you know and love. This is Max with the Classics, the only channel on YouTube reminding you to take a stand against evil rodents who threaten your way of life. I hope your day in Mossflower Woods is warm and full of plenty.